The 10 engine killer lurking under your hood. Imagine you're driving smoothly, everything seems fine. No warning lights, no strange noises, but deep inside your engine, damage is happening slowly, silently, and irreversibly. And the cause? A tiny, cheap part that costs less than a lunch order. It's not a blown head gasket. It's not your timing chain. It's something so common that most drivers don't even think about it. But ignoring it could lead to total engine failure, and you wouldn't know until it's too late. In this video, we're revealing the 10 part that could be killing your engine, how to catch it in time, and what you need to do today to save thousands in repairs. The secret culprit, the PCV valve. Let's pull the curtain back. The part we're talking about is the PCV valve, short for positive crankcase ventilation valve. It's tiny, plastic or metal, costs about 10, and yet it plays a critical role in your engine's health. It controls the gases that escape from your engine's crankcase and routes them back into the intake manifold to be burned off. If it fails or gets clogged, it can cause catastrophic consequences: oil leaks, sludge buildup, pressure spikes, even full-blown engine failure. And the worst part, most people never even check it. Why the PCV valve is so important. So why is this cheap little valve so essential? Inside your engine, as combustion happens, gases slip past the piston rings into the crankcase. Without a PCV system, those gases build pressure, contaminate oil, and eat away at engine components. The PCV valve regulates and redirects those gases. It prevents oil leaks, reduces emissions, and keeps your engine running smoothly. But over time, it gets gummed up with oil vapors and carbon. When that happens, it sticks open or shut, and that's when the real problems start. Symptoms you should never ignore. Here's the kicker: a bad PCV valve rarely throws a check engine light, at least not right away. But your car will start giving you signs. Look out for rough idle, excessive oil consumption, oil leaks around gaskets or seals, engine misfires, decreased fuel economy, sludge under the oil cap. All of these symptoms point to a pressure imbalance inside the engine, and more often than not, the root cause is a faulty or clogged PCV valve. Ignore it, and that 10 part could cause a failures and engine rebuild. Real-world damage: what happens when it fails? Let's paint a picture of what happens when your PCV system fails. If the valve gets stuck closed, pressure builds up in the crankcase. That pressure searches for the weakest point, often valve cover gaskets, rear main seals, or the oil pan. Suddenly, you've got leaks in multiple places and dropping oil levels. If the valve is stuck open, unmetered air gets sucked into the intake. Your engine runs lean, causing misfires, overheating, and long-term internal wear. The air-fuel ratio is off. Detonation risk increases. Even your catalytic converter can suffer damage. One tiny valve, multiple systems at risk. And yet, it's still one of the most overlooked parts in regular maintenance. How often should you replace the PCV valve? Here's the crazy part. Most PCV valves are never replaced during the lifetime of the vehicle. Unless a mechanic specifically checks it, or you ask, it just stays there decaying. For most vehicles, the PCV valve should be checked every 30,000 to 50,000 miles and replaced as needed. Some manufacturers recommend replacing it every 60,000 miles as preventative maintenance. And at only 10 to the 15, there's no excuse not to do it. It's the cheapest insurance policy for your engine's longevity. DIY check: how to inspect your PCV valve. You don't need to be a certified mechanic to inspect your PCV valve. With a few minutes and basic tools, you can check it yourself. First, locate it. It's often on the valve cover or connected to a hose leading to the intake. Remove the valve. Shake it. If it rattles, it's likely still functional. If it's gummed up, stuck, or doesn't move freely, it's time to replace it. You can also test it with suction. Start the engine. Place your finger over the PCV valve opening. You should feel a steady vacuum, no suction. That's a red flag. This 5-minute test could prevent thousands in damage. Sludge: the silent killer caused by a 10 mistake. Ever pop your oil cap and see thick, black, or jelly-like residue? That's engine sludge, and a clogged PCV valve is often to blame. Sludge is a mix of oxidized oil, fuel, and moisture that hasn't been properly vented. It coats engine internals, blocks passages, and destroys oil flow. The result? Overheating, oil starvation, and eventually engine seizure. Synthetic oil helps, but it's not a cure-all. If your PCV system can't breathe, sludge will form no matter what. Preventing sludge starts with proper ventilation. And that means keeping your PCV valve clean and functional. PCV valve failures are more common than you think. You'd be surprised how many vehicles on the road have bad PCV valves right now. In fact, many mystery, oil leaks, idle issues, or check engine lights diagnosed as other problems can all be traced back to a neglected PCV system. One reason they're overlooked. They're small, cheap, and hidden. Mechanics often focus on bigger ticket items. Dealerships don't check them unless there's a specific complaint. And for dyers, it's not flashy. You don't get a performance boost from replacing it, but what you do get is peace of mind and a longer-lasting engine. Replacing the PCV valve, easier than you think. Here's some good news: replacing your PCV valve is usually one of the easiest DI jobs you can do. No lift, no specialty tools. Often, just a screwdriver or socket and a bit of patience. Most valves are plug and play. Remove the old one, install the new one, and you're done. Some newer vehicles may have integrated PCV systems within the valve cover, which cost more, but still far less than engine repairs. And remember, even if you're paying a mechanic, it's a cheap labor job with major benefits. The bigger picture, what this 10-part teaches us. This isn't just about one valve. It's about the philosophy of maintenance. Cars don't usually die from one big failure. They die from many small problems left unchecked. A 10-part here, a skipped oil change there, and before you know it, you're facing a repair bill that costs more than the car's worth. The PCV valve is the perfect symbol of how something cheap, small, and silent can have enormous consequences if ignored. When you take care of the little things, the big things tend to take care of themselves. Don't let a 10 mistake cost you thousands. You've probably never thought twice about your PCV valve before. Most drivers haven't, but now you know better. This little 10 component could be the difference between an engine that runs smooth for 200,000 miles or one that's junked before it sees 100,000. So check yours. Replace it if needed. Add it to your maintenance routine. And take control of your engine's future, because smart drivers win the long game. If you found this video helpful, hit that subscribe button for more hidden car truths, maintenance hacks, and practical advice to keep your vehicle on the road longer and stronger. And in the comments, have you ever had an issue caused by a PCV valve? Share your story. Let's help each other drive smarter. We'll see you in the next one. Stay sharp, stay safe.